So happy Saturday. Today is April 28th, 2018. Started the 1200 calorie diet on Tuesday, and I'm still alive. So, anyway, just checking in. I promised the last time that I did a video that I would talk through kind of what the process is. So, as I mentioned, I had a food day, and one of the employees at work had, he had not, he hadn't participated. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. He did not participate, and I was pretty impressed. And he had told me that he was in the middle of doing the diet that I'm on right now because he was about to do the weight loss surgery. So I immediately was intrigued and asked him to tell me everything, help me to get on the path, and then I pursued it. So I live in the Des Moines, Iowa metro area. Not exactly in Des Moines, but I'm in that area. And they have a program through Unity Point Health. It's a Unity Point weight loss is what it's called. They are a great center. They are like leaders. One of the surgeons does classes and goes around the country to make sure the different surgery centers are at their top level. So anyway, the first step was going onto the website and just inquiring. They have a website. Most of these places, well, actually, probably all of them have a website where you can go and you can inquire. And the first step is going to their informational class. There's several things that are required to actually have the surgery, and then depending on your insurance, there may be some additional things that are required. But through most of these reputable companies, they require that you go through the informational class so you know what you're getting into, and it's generally 2 to 3 hours. And then they require that you go to a meeting with the surgeon so that he can check you out, make sure that if there's any additional risks, if it's necessary for you to see any other kind of specialists, such as a pulmonologist, or have a sleep study, or see a cardiologist, or whatever. He's going to make those recommendations. And then they also require you to go to a follow-up class where these programs have support classes. Generally, they meet every single weekend, and they have different themes such as nutrition, exercise, just different things like that are meant to be supportive. So they also require you to go to a second one of those. Now, for my insurance, they actually required me to have not just proof that I had 6 diet or nutrition doctor appointments over a 2-year period, which is what initially it required, but they required that I have those 6 appointments for 6 months in a row. So I actually started this back in October, and that's where it's taking me now. So they initially had thought that I was going to be good to go in February. Insurance rejected it because they wanted to make sure that those 6 appointments were consecutive versus just in 2 years. So they kind of changed the rules. So it's really important to find out from your insurance what they require. What I will say is this: it is hard work, regardless of how you try to lose weight. It's not like this, wham bam, and you're skinny type situation. This has taken a lot of time. This has taken a lot of education. This has taken a commitment, and it's not to be taken lightly. No pun intended. So what I would say is that it seems like it's kind of like this insurmountable thing. And as I mentioned in the last video, I always kind of thought of it as, well, I would never do that. Why would I do that? But I got to a point in my life, and this is just real talk here. I got a point in my life where I'm like, what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? the rest of my life is now, I'm 45 years old, and my daughter just went away to school. My son's in high school. My mom has pancreatic cancer. I've been married for almost 20 years. I'm starting to realize that there's more to life than living for everybody else's needs. And it's really been a realization for me that, I've put a lot of things on the back burner over the last couple of decades. And I've been one of those people who've been on the back of the back burner there. So this wasn't easy, but at the same time, it's been so easy. I've been so eager. I went every single month to those diet appointments. They weigh you, they talk to you about your diet, they talk about what are you doing to change. I made small changes, along the way, things that I know will be very helpful once I actually have this surgery to keep it off and take even more off than what is expected with the weight loss surgery. Because they anticipate, well, when I first went in, I weighed 229 pounds. I'm now, as of this morning, 215.8 pounds. So I've lost some weight since I initially met with the surgeon. I wasn't BMI of 40. I was actually under the BMI of 40. But I have high blood pressure. I have type 2 diabetes. What else? I have a bad back. Anyway, there's multiple things that are going on with me that made me have the ability to have this weight loss surgery, because normally you need to have 40 or above for the weight loss surgery. And I wasn't like, just so under the 40. It was in the 39 range. But still, you have to have two risk factors on top of being over 35 with the BMI. So between 35 and 39, you need to have two risk factors, which check, I had them, or I have them. What I'm super excited about, and I'm sorry if I'm kind of rambling, but what I'm super excited about is after I have this surgery, just not necessarily having to take all the medication that I'm taking now. The chances are that my blood pressure will be resolved and my diabetes will be resolved are very high. And so I'm super excited about that. For me, that in and of itself, besides, being able to wear clothes and not feel self-conscious all the time, which that I do, but the ability to not have to take all those meds, I cannot tell you how excited I am for that. So anyway, thank you for listening. If you have any follow-up questions, let me know. I feel like I meant to say a lot more, but I kind of got off track. I probably should start taking notes about what I'm going to talk about so I can stay a little bit on track. But anyway, thank you for listening. If you have listened to this point, I appreciate it. I really do. Again, I'm doing this for me. I want to document this journey for me so I can look back and I can say, holy shit. Wow, you came a long way. But I also figure if it can help somebody else, I'm willing to do that. And I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. But anyway, thank you for watching. And wherever you are on this journey, I encourage you to go for it. I really do. I may feel differently after I have the surgery, but for right now, I feel very grateful, and good luck to you. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and please subscribe. If you're watching, just subscribe. It makes me feel nice. I know one of those subscribers currently that I have is my husband. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. So anyway, you guys have a good day. Oh, and look at this view. This is where I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting on my mom's porch. I'm in Southwest Florida. Here's where I am. Look at that day. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Bye.